Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Welcome in, everyone. Hope you had a great day so far. Well, we've made it through the Monday. That's always a good thing. And Tuesday this evening has been a very pleasant evening for most of us. Tuesday will bring back in a chance of rain, and it's all due to a system that brought storms earlier over the weekend. It's now drifting back in our direction. We'll show you what we mean here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look. I wanted to give you a peek ahead into the future. Yeah, long-range forecast trends are indicating, I'll tell you what they're indicating is that we better enjoy the below normal temperatures that we've got over the next few days, as it looks like it's going to start getting hot as we head into next week. So, we're still in the dog days of summer, right in the middle of them. We haven't even made it to August yet. So, you can see that 96 degrees there. That is a look at the Euro model indicating Tuesday afternoon, July the 21st. So, when I look at all these things, I begin to say, gosh, we better enjoy the next few days. Well, it still feels like summer out there because we have been, in the mid 80s, and you get the humidity like summer should be. But believe it or not, we're actually a few degrees below the normal average temperature for July, as in the last couple of days. But, we're not going to keep the heat away for long. You know that. Not in West Tennessee. 79 degrees here over Savannah right now. Pretty night as we see it right now. Then we've got downtown Parsons coming in at 79. And how about that north wind? That's continuing to keep us a little bit cooler there too. Downtown Parsons, no rain right here. And then as we look at Memphis, people are trying to get somewhere. There's been a lot of traffic here on this Monday as I've been looking at the Memphis camp. 82 degrees. It feels like about 87 there. We got a pretty high dew point there at 72. And then as we take a look here at Kenton, we got 79. No, this is Humboldt, live Humboldt. I switched them out. I forgot. I wanted to show a different camera today. So here's live in Humboldt right now, 79 degrees. And it feels like 79. Light wind out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Okay, we're at 77 in Trenton, 77 in Ridgely, 73 in Covington. We've got 79 in Somerville. We've got 79 in Selmer. Lexington coming in at 79. And Dresden checking in at 77 degrees. And thanks to our north breezes around that low pressure surface area, that has really helped to keep us down a few degrees for those afternoon highs. And it's going to help out tonight, too, as we go back down into the upper 60s. So looking at radar, we still have a few very isolated showers out there. One that has moved through just south parts of Savannah, and it continues off to the south and west. Now, it's about to make its way over into Corinth, Mississippi. They're into Tishomingo County, and it'll make its way out of Hardin County. Notice these storms or these showers. I haven't seen any lightning with this one, but they're moving in a different direction. And we'll show you why here in just a moment on the surface map and another map I've got to show you why those showers are moving from the east towards the west. And, we usually see showers and storms move from west towards the east. And it all has to do with the fact that we don't have much in the way this time of the year of jet streams. The jet stream still exists, but it's way up in Canada because we're down here in the hot air. And, the jet stream is basically formed by the hot and cold layers of air and the transition between the two. So once you get into the dog days of summer, the jet stream's typically way up in parts of Canada, and so we're not dealing with that very often at all in the summer. And therefore, these surface systems that develop, these larger scale weather systems, they can kind of drift around and they can kind of go where they want to. Well, that low pressure area that brought the rain over the weekend, it's going to come back and visit us a little bit. We'll talk about that coming up. But in the meantime, no severe weather because ultimately it has continued to weaken day after day. So it's not packing that punch like it had over the weekend, but it will bring back a few scattered showers and thunderstorms heading into tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon. So let's go ahead and take a look. No severe weather over the next couple of days here or anywhere near us. But I wanted to show you this. This is kind of a little mix of a futurecast with what we're talking about, that area of low pressure, which is just kind of a vacuum in the atmosphere. It tends to pull moisture together, and that's where you see lifting motion and you get the showers and storms. But a good side to this is we're getting that counterclockwise flow, which is kind of acting as, a large scale weather system in itself, but it brings down the north winds around the west side of that low. So as long as that's to the east of us, we'll keep getting these northerly winds over the next couple of days. But as it drifts back closer to Mississippi and closer to us, we will see more showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. All right, let's move forward. Let's take a look at our hourly forecast for the rest of tonight. Yes, we got a couple of little very isolated showers and possibly a weak storm if we get any lightning out of it. Not very windy. It's not something of concern. But most of us will be dry. As you could see there on the radar, hardly any of us getting any kind of rain at all. So we're going to be down as low as about 1% there in the overnight hours. And then as we head into the start of tomorrow, Coffee Cast shows about 70 degrees there at 6 a.m., 75 at 8 a.m. But I think there at about the 5 a.m. hour, a lot of us will get as low as about 69 degrees, which will be nice to start off the early morning hours. So we'll top out about 86 tomorrow, 50% odds. So we're going to climb from about 20% of today back up to 50% tomorrow, 60% on Wednesday. Notice we're staying in the upper 80s. We're not going into the 90s. And that is because we're going to be on the west side of that low. And that's those northerly flow of winds over the next 3 days. So we'll be at 87 Wednesday, 88 on Thursday. And then that low starts to drift further south and east again. And hopefully it'll abide by what the long-term models are showing, that it'll really start to move away from us as high pressure slowly starts to take over. And of course, that's going to allow the temperatures to rise just a little bit, but it should allow for a dry weekend coming up. First one we will have had in about 3 in a row. So we'll be drying out there for Saturday, and we'll be about 91, 90 on Sunday, 90 on Monday, but still nothing above normal. Now, as we get into Tuesday of next week, that's when it looks like we're going to cross the fence. We're going to go back above normal into the upper 90s. We could have some heat advisories, but we've got several days getting there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Take care. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for watching West Tennessee Weather Channel, as always.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.